Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm CC Gamer, Cameron Carver, bringing you another video. I know it's been a while since I've made a video with me in it, but after hearing some news about Spider-Man 4, I feel like I really need to talk to you guys about my opinion on this. So, we all know that Sony and Marvel have been fighting a lot with what the story is for Spider-Man 4, and thinking about, should this be the street level threat type of Spider-Man we've always wanted to see, or does Sony want to do this more multiverse thing with Tobey and Andrew? Well, lately some scoopers gave us a really interesting theory about where Spider-Man 4 could possibly end up with the release date, because we also know that they've barely started writing this movie. We don't even know who the director is yet. They've just been keeping quiet about it. But these scoopers told us that Spider-Man 4 could possibly end up being between Doomsday and Secret Wars, which in this case, in the comics, Doomsday and Secret Wars will eventually end up with all of the Earths colliding together to create Battle World. And Battle World is where Marvel would introduce more sides of like all of these other Earths. Like a prehistoric Earth where Captain America is fighting dinosaurs. I believe that's what they said. Miles Morales introducing the Ultimate Universe. And so many other options. But you think back with all of the stuff that's happened lately with the multiverse. I think it started with the Marvels. We see Monica in a different Earth with the X-Men, and my guess is Brie Larson's Captain Marvel, is planning on finding her to bring her home, and Battle Worlds could be a possible way to have Monica return to her Earth and possibly introduce more of the X-Men. Tobey and Andrew, of course, we all know from No Way Home. They were in Earth 616 with Tom, but then they returned to their Earths at the end. And so Battle World could also bring them back, which is kind of the angle where Sony has been kind of wanting to do, bring back Tobey and Andrew, which I am still okay with wanting to bring back Tobey and Andrew, because who the heck wouldn't want to see them again? But Sony really needs to think, we need a Spider-Man where he's doing street level threats, not going all across the world fighting crime and not dealing with all of this multiverse type of stuff. We actually need to see him as the depressed Peter Parker that we saw at the end of No Way Home. No girl, no family, trying to find a job, trying to pay for rent. That is the type of Spider-Man we need to see. But you think about it, Sony has been trying to come up with the idea of bringing back Tobey and Andrew, and Battle World is the perfect opportunity for them to do that. But doesn't mean just Tobey and Andrew. They could also bring Tom Hardy's Venom into this situation, which I don't even know why the heck they would want to bring Tom Hardy back with Venom, because we all know that he's getting his third movie sometime around the end of this year, I believe, and the title of the movie says Last Dance, and I'm sure Venom and Eddie are going to be parting ways in that movie. So why the heck would they even want to bring him back if that's going to be the last movie with Tom? But some of these other ideas of what they could be releasing for the unknown dates. So for 2025, we have 4 films that have release dates and we know the titles for. Captain America, Brave New World, with Sam Wilson and introducing the Red Hulk, and even some rumors that Sam won't be able to defeat Red Hulk on his own, so he goes to recruit some new heroes for the new Avengers. And that could be a possible way for them to introduce Patriot, who is known as Elijah Bradley, the son of Isaiah Bradley, the Black Captain America, who we see again in the movie. We have Thunderbolts, which is coming out on May 2nd next year. And that movie's with Red Guardian, Yelena, Winter Soldier, and those guys. I do know that I think at Comic-Con they did show the trailer, but they didn't release it on social media yet, which I'm really bummed for, because I want to see what they all look like in the film itself. Plus, they even wrapped filming that movie, and yet they haven't made a trailer yet to be released on social media. Also, during Comic-Con, they did talk about the Fantastic Four, and they changed the name to Fantastic Four First Steps. We do know that is Marvel Studios, but it's not going to take place in our universe. It's going to take place at a different world. But it will eventually lead up to Earth 616. And then we have Blade, which they've been delaying a lot lately, and the script and writing has still not been going in a good way, so I am still kind of concerned on how well Blade's gonna work out. But then, of course, at the end of their panel, Marvel did reveal that the Russo brothers are returning to direct the next 2 Avenger movies, Doomsday and Secret Wars. And just straight up told us that Kang is no longer the threat. They changed it to Doctor Doom. And what surprises me is who's playing Doctor Doom. Robert Downey Jr. Even been hearing all these talks that Iron Man could have been Doctor Doom all this time, but he was just really good at hiding it from his friends. Or he cloned himself, or someone cloned Stark and turned him into Doctor Doom. Because you look at the mask that Downey was wearing, it looks similar to Iron Man's helmet. That's how people are getting that theory. But I would hate to believe that Tony Stark was cloned or has been secretly being Victor Von Doom for all of these years in the MCU. Because we all know that Downey died as Iron Man in Endgame, so how the heck would that even roll out the possibility with him being Doctor Doom all this time, and yet we haven't seen him? And right now, they have 2 unknown projects for 2026 and 27. One will be February 13th, one November 6th. Those are the 2026 release dates. And for 2027, we have July 23rd and November 5th. So, if Doomsday is the one where they introduce Battleworld, then November 6th would eventually be the date that they would want to release Spider-Man 4 if Sony really want to go with that angle and bring back Tobey and Andrew in the movie. That seems like the only possible way that Sony could pull that off. But I don't want to say that's official. And then I don't know what the heck they would want to do after Secret Wars, because I can hardly know who else they could probably introduce. I do know that they are making an X-Men movie. They've been talking about making that, so maybe February 13th, 2026, or after Secret Wars, they could possibly make a movie with the X-Men. But if they want to introduce them before the whole multiverse thing collides, then they should probably go with the 2026 release date. But all in all, that's my news for you guys here today. Comment down below what you think of this news for Spider-Man 4, and I also want to hear your opinions on what you think of Robert Downey Jr. returning to the MCU, but as Doctor Doom. And I will see you guys next time. See ya!